Hello, everybody, and how are you all doing today? It is Rusty Champagne here with you, and I hope you are having a wonderful day. We are here once again with another episode of Supermarket Simulator Early Access, where we are getting ready to do yet another renovation to the store. Because at this point now we have $14,443 in our account. So we've got a lot of money to be able to do a little bit more expanding here. This also does have the storage expansion on there. So this is also now available. So as you can see, we're on version 1.1.1. If you look down there in the bottom right, so we now have storage, which right now it's apparently locked. And from what I've seen from other people's videos, you have to go through like 3 upgrades of storage in order to be able to unlock that door. So I'm not going to worry about that right now because the first thing I want to do is I want to take a look at our product licenses and I want to take a look at our expansions. And I think I need to pay Bill. So let's see. Did we pay Bill? No, we didn't pay Bill. So let's pay Bill. Get him all taken care of. Bill is satisfied. And now we're going to take a look at our expansion costs, which is going to be $6,700, and the cost of a license is going to be $3,500. So it's going to be $10,200 to get a license and to get an expansion, because we're going to probably need both of those. So now the question becomes, which way should we go? Should we go this way and get a bunch of beer and vodka and then some chips and hummus? Or should we go this way and get what's going to be a bunch of products that are going to most likely require us to move a lot of things around? And I'm thinking the answer is I'm going to go the easier route, which is going to be to get this product license because I'm thinking that a lot of this will probably be refrigerated, or at least that's my hope. So we're going to go this way, and we're going to get this product license for $3,500. So we're going to purchase this. We're going to immediately look. So we got all those new products, a bunch of liquor, and some chips and hummus, and we're going to go with that. And then we're also going to open up our next expansion, which is going to cost us $6,700. And boom. And now, if we look over here to our right, we should see that once again, we now have a new corner that is available there. So now I think I'm going to, all right, so now we really need to take a look at this and see exactly what we need. So before I do anything, let's take a look at our new products and let's see what the new products are that we got. So we've got a 6-pack of beer that goes on a shelf. So that's another shelf. And we got 1, 2, 3 things that go in the fridge. And we got 4 things that go on the shelf. 3 of which are beer, or 3 of which are liquor, and 1 of which is a chip product. So I might just take all of that and put it together on the same shelf and just have a shelf that's going to be beer and chips. And that feels like a decent combination. And then we're going to have one that's going to be a fridge that's going to have our beer and hummus, I guess, because right now we're going to have a couple of extra spaces available for both we won't if we get a new shelf that's going to fill up the entire shelf. And if we get a fridge, we're going to have a couple extra spaces in our fridge because we're going to have beer, and hummus. So it's going to leave us with 2 extra spaces in a fridge. So we're going to need at least 1 shelf and at least 1 fridge. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go here, going to get, we got a small rack. The small rack must go in the storage, is my guess. So we're going to get a shelf, and we're going to get a fridge. So we're going to take care of that. And now we have everything that we need. So we got 34.44. So we're going to get probably pretty close to being out of money when this is all said and done. So we're going to really try and be careful as we do this. So now let's see. We're going to start taking some of these shelves on the outside and moving them to the back because I need to make sure that I have enough room for my next fridge, which is going to probably go here. I might move these over and then have all of the drinks together. So I'll have milk, soda, and beer and have all that together and then move the cheese. I might have all of that on the end. So I might take these four, move them so that way the cheese would be where the soda is, and then the soda would move over one, and then the beer would be on the end. That's my initial thought. So that's what we're going to go with right now. But first things first, let's take these shelves and spin them. And then let's see how much room that's going to give me once we've done that. So we're going to get these kind of lined up in their new position. And we're going to try and find our pixel. That's pretty close. And now we're going to spin this and move this over here. And oh, that was almost done. I should have left it right where it was. And this is always so tight. There we go. I think that's pretty good. And now I think I can take these and move them this direction. And I think we'll be okay because those should fit there. I think they'll fit there. Yeah, they should. I can't imagine that they won't. Oh, yeah, they'll fit there. So there we go. So that'll work. And then we're going to have this one. We're going to swing that one around. And I think that's going to give us enough room for our fridge. I'm really hoping that's going to give us enough room for our fridge. So that's the hope, is that we're going to be able to get a new fridge or get the fridge and put it. Oh, that's not going to work in there, is it? Yeah, that's okay. So we might. All right, so we're going to probably need to move these over and move one of these shelves on this wall. And then I'm going to have to put another shelf over here. So, yeah, this is going to get a little bit intricate. So, all right, let's take this product, kind of set it out here. And then we're going to move all of these down. So let's see how far we can move all of these down. So we can move this all the way to there. And I might have to take one. I'm going to probably have to take one and put it on the opposite wall here. Oh, but that's going to get really tight. Okay, so I'm really trying to avoid doing aisles, but I might be in a position where I don't have a choice anymore. Well, first things first, let's get the fridge up, and let's see what that's going to do in terms of space. So let's see. If we get the fridge, we got to open it first. Will that fit? Oh, let's get that box out of the way. So let's see. How much room do we need for this fridge? Will that just barely fit in there? Oh, so close, yet so far away. Okay, let's see. What do we got over on this side? Oh, I got room on this side. Oh, okay. So I just got to move everything over to the left. Okay, that's fine. Well, we can do that. So I probably need to move these boxes. Yeah, I probably need to move these boxes. So let's get these boxes out of the way because they're probably causing some interference. So let's move these boxes out of the way. And now let's see if we can start moving all these to the left and get them all up against the wall. And then I think I might have it. Yeah, I think I might have it then. Okay, so we're going to move all these to the left as much as we can. And then I think I've got it from there. Ooh, come on, right? There's just one spot there. That's what we want. Okay, and I really wish that I had the ability to sell all these back, but that is not yet available. I know that the devs have it on their list, so we'll see when that happens. Okay, so we're going to take that, move that over. Okay, so now I want to take the. Actually, I want to take the cheese. All right, so I do want to keep these out. Okay, so I want to put the cheese in here where the. So we're just going to take these, kind of set them there. So I'm going to take the cheese. Well, I don't want to reset the price. And I'm going to take the cheese and I'm going to put it next to the eggs. So that's going to make that a little bit better. And then I'm going to have all of the drinks together. So that will work. So this will all kind of come into play. All right, so that's going to go right about there. Where are you? Where is my pixel? Come on. There we go. All right, so now these can move over, so I can just kind of swing this to the other side, I think. Yeah, and then I should be able to put these right in there. So this is going to be our milk, juice, and yogurt. So that'll go there. And assuming I can get it in place, man. Dear devs, please give us grid snapping as soon as you can. K, thanks. Love you. Bye. All right, so we're going to move these over a little bit more. So that way, because I don't think I'm going to have enough room to put in that other one. So let's just move those randomly. And now we're going to take this, move it in place. So there we go. And now we should be able to move everything over. So there we go. Is that going to do it? I probably don't need to be so precise, but I just feel like I need to. There we go. Now we got it. All right. So now we got this one. So this is going to be our sodas. We're going to put it here. And that's really close. I'm really trying to get these lined up as best as I can to the point where it's probably painstaking to watch. Okay, that's going to have to do. Because I could spend another 10 minutes trying to get that in place. And again, that's not compelling content. So we're just going to go with it and make it happen. That's actually pretty close. All right, here's our new fridge. All that to get that new fridge in place. There we go. So that's going to go right about there. All right, so now we got a nice wall of fridges. And now let's see. So now at the same time, I think I'm going to take the pasta and the coffee and I'm going to move those because I remember last time I did this, I didn't like the positioning of these. So I'm going to take the pasta and take the coffee and flip flop them. So the coffee is going to go here. So we're going to have booze next to the tea, which is a normal combination because after you're finished drinking beer, you want to have a coffee in the morning. So isn't that the way it is? That box is in the way, so I'm going to have to move this box. All right, you move over there. There we go. And now we can take this and park it right here. So there we go. All right, that's a little bit away from the wall, but it will have to do. Okay, so now, with all that said, we can now go here and now I'll even be able to move the computer again because I've got a ton of space. I've got a whole lot of space, and I do realize that. But I'm still leery doing everything with aisles, and I know there's a bunch of people that are out there saying, Rusty, why don't you do aisles? Why don't you just make it easier on yourself? And I'm holding out. I'm just going to hold out, and one of these days I will do it. But it's just the entire thing of having to then run up and down the aisles to see what's going to go and what's not, and that's the only reason that I have not done that. But I appreciate your question in advance because I know it's coming. So let's get some of these products also put up so we can get rid of some of these boxes. So get rid of a couple of these. And what do we have here? This is our green tea, so that's going to go over there. And I think we can get rid of this box entirely at this point. Will that get rid of it? Yes, that will get rid of it. Okay. All right, so then we're going to have that shelf. And so that shelf, okay, so I think I can get one more shelf in there. So I probably should have left I should have left that. So I really need to kind of shift everything down. So let's see. How close can these two get? Does this have any more room to move? Nope, that's as far as that can move. Okay, so let's get that over as far as it can go. So now can we get a shelf in here? Let's get this shelf opened. And let's see what we can do with this shelf. Will it go here or am I out of space? I am out of space. Okay, so we're going to have to do something here. And the question becomes, what do we do? Can we take a shelf and I don't think we can take a shelf and put it there. I don't think that shelf's going to go up on the front. As much as I'd like it to, I don't think it can go up here by Frank or Fred. Nope, it cannot. So we are going to have to think of an option as to where to put this. Maybe I put it here. I don't know. Maybe I spin all the freezers and put it like an end cap on one of the freezers. That might be it. We're going to keep that option open. So for now, we're just going to set that there until I know exactly what I'm going to do. And we're going to get all of our, going to get all the beer and everything ordered first. So let's get all of our refrigerated products first. Let's do that. So we're going to go to the market. We're going to order one of everything first to make sure that we know what all is going to fit in here. So we need a blonde ale, a lager, a hummus, and and those are the only three things. Okay, because there's only three things that are refrigerated that we got in here. Okay, so let's get that, bring that in, and put this in here and see what we've got. So here's our hummus. So that's going to kind of go on the bottom of the shelves here. So we'll do that. And I guess I could have two sets of beer, I guess, for now, possibly. And maybe one thing of hummus. If for lack of a better thing, maybe I'll do that. So we'll get all of the hummus. So I'm glad I did that as one because all that fits into one. All right, so maybe we'll just get a bunch of beer. And whoa, that's a tiny bottle or a tiny box. Okay, so how much beer goes here? Okay, so I can get three of each of the others, basically. All right, so we'll do that. So we'll get three of each of the others, and I'll just have a whole bunch of beer here for now, just to fill the space, because I don't have anything else that's going to go up here. So all of a sudden, we're going to be the store that has a bunch of beer and not a lot of other products. So that's kind of fitting of Rusty Champagne. So three more bottles of each of the, or three more sets of each of the beer. Let's do that. So one, two, three. Can I just do that? Oh, I can do that, and then just do three like that. That works. So three of each of those. So there we go. We'll get all that, and we'll bring all that in, and it'll all fall over. So yeah, now we're at the store with plenty of beer, two shelves of beer when we should probably have two shelves of other things. But hey, that's just how we roll here. So all right, let's get all the beer in place, and then we can get everything priced. And then we can start to investigate what do we do with this other shelf that's going to have our liquor and our chips, because that's going to be the other thing that we have to do. And I'm thinking I'm going to do that like it's going to be off of the end of one of the freezers, because I feel like that's still going to give me the best visibility to everything. Um, and I'm kind of feeling that. So I think I can spin all the freezers around and then just have the shelf kind of sitting on the end of the freezers. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. So that's what we're going to try out. All right, so we're going to get all this. The nice thing is that I'm not going to have to worry about refilling beer because, I mean, every time one of these empties out, that's basically just one box. So I got four boxes of beer on each of these shelves. So that's pretty nice. And of course, I've only got one shelf of hummus because, I mean, who needs more hummus? Hummus is great, by the way. I love hummus. Just as an aside. Okay, so this is going to be 450 for this beer, and then this is going to be 350 for this beer because apparently this beer is not as popular. As for the hummus is going to be 450 as well. There we go. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to spin these freezers. So we're going to move this shelf out of the way. You're going to go over there, just kind of sit there. And now we're going to spin all these freezers and have the freezers going lengthwise here. So we're going to give these all the turn and kind of set them and have them kind of going like this. So I'm just going to kind of get these in a spot here. I might have to move them all a little bit further down. So let's see. If I do that, before I get too crazy with this, let's see how I do if I move one of the ones behind it. So how is this going to look if I move this one and put it here? Is that going to work? I think so. Yeah, we got plenty of room there. So I'm feeling good about this. So we're just going to take that, set it there. And then we're going to take this one and set it here. And then we can take one more and set it. Okay, so yeah, we'll get all these set up. So yeah, this is our chicken and pizza. And I could probably even at some point get another freezer because I know everyone wants to get more chicken. I know that that's always a thing is get more chicken. And maybe at some point I will do that. But right now I also want to see if I can save up money for some of this storage because that's another thing that I'm looking to do. So then, okay, so I can actually, I might move all these freezers over a little bit more to the left because it'd be nice to have, because this is going to have, this shelf is going to have the beer on it. And it'd be kind of nice to have the beer in line with that. So I think I'm going to move all these down a bit more. So we're going to move all these down to like here. And that'll, yeah, I'm going to go with this. So we're going to go here. And now are these still lined up? Ugh! Let me get myself through that spot. Ugh, there we go. So I hear the hum of the traffic going by in the distance. And yeah, so we'll set these here. This will work. I'm kind of liking this. I'm digging the vibe. Or at least it's going to work. And then later on, if I wanted to, oh, so I do have to move these freezers. I did not get them quite lined up with where they were before, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to move that freezer there. And that's pretty close. They're all, oh, that one on the back's not really lined up. Ah, let's hop over. Let's get you moved over a bit because you've got more room to move. We know this. There we go. Right about there. There we go. And here's a chicken freezer. We probably do need a chicken freezer. I've seen people that have like 3 or 4 chicken freezers. And hey, that if that works, that's great. One of these days when I grow up and I'm a real boy, I will also probably have 3 or 4 chicken freezers. But for right now, I still have the one, and I feel like I'm okay. So your thoughts may vary on the subject as to how often we run out. Okay, so now we got a ton of space here, and now I'm going to take this fridge or this shelf, and we're going to spin it right on the edge here. Yeah, I'm liking that. I like that. That's good. I'll go with that. I mean, it feels okay. It seems a little awkward, but I like it. I'm going to go with it. I'm sticking with it. So then this, so then I have to figure out where the heck I'm going to put my computer. So the computer, I don't want the computer here anymore because the computer's kind of in a weird spot at this point. But any spot that I put it is going to probably be weird. So maybe I set it. Where do I set it? What's not going to be weird here? I guess I can set it here. Maybe. It's all, I mean, any place I put it, it's just going to be an odd spot. Maybe I just put it here along. Can it fit in there? No, it can't. I'm just short, and I don't think I've got any room. So, no. So then, or do I put the shelf? No, because I don't have anywhere else to put the shelf. So the shelf kind of has to go there. And maybe I just leave it, maybe I just put this here. Just set it there now? Uh, yeah. I'll just put it there. That's fine. I mean, this is better. And maybe I'll try and line it up with this shelf. So we'll try and get it lined up where we're kind of central with this shelf here. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I think that's good. That'll work. At least for now. If I need to move it again, I'll move it again, and maybe I can move it back a little bit further. So we'll move it back and kind of try and get it in the center of all this because it's kind of still central to things. So yeah, and at least now I'll always know how much beer we do or do not have. Now it's weird because this feels like this is so far to the right of this shelf, and it is. So I can move it over like one board to the left. So let's kind of move it over just a little bit that way. I'm spending way too much time setting my computer up. All right. Oh, now I need to move it back further. Yeah, I know. This is exactly what everyone wanted to see. Me spending all my time moving the darn computer. Okay, this is the final time I'm moving it. I promise. No more. There we go. That's as good as it's going to get. Boom. And it's probably where it started like 5 times ago. So, my apologies. Okay, so now we've got the blonde 6 packs. We've got the kegs. And we've got the, what else is here? The vodka and the chips. There we go. So we got all 4 of those. We're at 27.79. Okay. So we're going to close that up and we're going to run and grab these. We're going to see how much this is. So the chips we'll put down on the bottom. So we'll have those down here. And a whole bag of, or a whole box of chips fills a whole shelf bottom. So that's good. And then we got the vodka. We'll put that right above the, right above there. So we actually need 2 things of vodka. And then we got the beer kegs, which probably should not go on the. Oh man, there's a lot of things there. Honestly, the beer kegs should go on the bottom, but yeah, this is a weird store, and the chips should go on the top. So I wonder, can I put these on the top? Were these in the same? Yeah, they were. So these. Okay, so I'm actually going to do this. So we're going to move these. All right, so we're going to do a big Jenga game here and put the chips up on the top because the chips make more sense to be on the top and the kegs seem to make more sense on the bottom. Okay, so we can get one more thing of kegs because those don't fit in there. That's right, they don't fit in there. So I need one more. I need one more of each of the beer anyway, so that's fine. So we will get one more of each of those, and we'll put the kegs on the bottom because I mean normally I think the kegs would be on the bottom anyway. That would seem to make the most sense. So we're going to get one more set of kegs, one more set of 6 packs, one more set of vodka. That'll take care of all of that. Get all that purchased. Bring all that in. So the vodka, The vodka, I think, can actually the vodka is going to go up one. So we're going to take this, set it down, and then we're going to get the 6 packs, and we're going to get the kegs. So the kegs are going to go down here, all the way down on the bottom, and then we're going to grab these, and we're going to put them there. Okay, so that's good. That's exactly what I wanted with that. And then the vodka is going to go on this second shelf. So right underneath the chips. Because that way I'll at least keep all the beer together. So then we'll take all that, put that in this box. There we go. Set that down. And we'll go out and grab our beer. And we'll grab our 6 packs, and they will go on this middle shelf here. Or on this shelf right above the kegs. There we go. And we'll set those right there. And then we can get rid of this box. And then we have over here, we have our vodka. And that can go right there. Perfect. So now all we got to do is get everything priced. And we should be all set. So we're going to take our chips. Those are going to be, wow, $6 for chips. Those must be some really good chips. Then we got our vodka. That's going to be $12.50, not $122.50, $12.50 for our vodka. Going to have our beer. That's going to be $12. And then we're going to have our kegs, and those are going to be, whoa, we'll make those $27.50. We'll go all the way up to that with those. I'm liking that. And I'm going to move the computer one more time. I'm sorry. I know I said I wouldn't do it anymore, but I'm going to do it one more time. There we go. I moved it all of a millimeter, and that's it. There we go. That's as good as it's going to get. So now if we look, we have all of our new products. I think are now represented. We have our beer 6 packs. We have our beer kegs. We have our blonde ale, which is in the fridge. We have our lager, which is in the fridge. We have our chips. We have our hummus. We have our vodka. Now, if we take a look at the storage, because I can't run myself completely out of money. So let's take a look at how much it is for the storage. And I think it's going to be more money than I have, but we can at least get some of it. So we're going to go into management. We're going to go into storage. So the first section is $800. So we will get the first one. And now we've got the first one available. Oh, no. It's going to be 800, 800, and then 1200. So with the first section, we do not get the door. So we still don't have the door available at this point in time. I think we have to get 3 of them before we can get the door. So it'll be a little bit before we get that. Let's see. That's our sushi. That's the big one. And this box still has sushi in it. Yes, it does. So we will set this down. And then this box is our yogurt box. And we can, well, no, that doesn't go there. That goes all the way down. And that is still has yogurt in it. There we go. Look at me not throwing away product. So we'll set that on top of the sushi. Okay. So now we've got a bunch of space here. And it's it's a little bit of an interesting look, but again, I know people are thinking, yeah, why don't you do aisles? And I'll probably wait until the very last minute to do it. At some point, I'll probably do it, but I'm really hoping that they'll hold out and either get it where you can order off of a tablet, which is probably wishful thinking, or get it where you can have people that can stock the shelves for you. And at that point, I might do it just because I don't want it to take like 30 minutes every day for me stocking the shelf. And that's my concern about doing that. And that's the only reason I haven't done that. So, yeah, I think, well, now we can take this shelf and move it a little bit over here because it looks kind of weird having this shelf kind of off by itself. So we'll take this and set it there. There we go. And if I do anything with aisles, maybe I'll set up like aisles that have like extra potatoes and extra toilet paper because that way I'll know exactly what's on there. And maybe then I'll do it, and then I'll just have to figure out where I'm going to put those if I do it. I'm just trying to avoid losing visibility as much as I can. Yeah, again, it's personal choice, and that's kind of what I'm going with. But I think, other than the fact that we got a big order that we got to do when we knew our next live stream, I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, and I need some spotlights, so I'll get a couple of spotlights, and we'll put those up as well. Let's go furnitures. We'll get a couple of spotlights, and we will get those and put them up in this corner because we do need a couple more spotlights. And we'll put one Want to try and get these lined up as much as we can. So we're gonna. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So we're gonna pick that up, and then we're gonna open this. So we're gonna try and get this lined up with this one. So we're gonna try and line this one up going back. So we got one there, and then we need to put one more like there. So, and then I might actually even need a couple of more. But let's see. So we're going to open this. We're going to set it, like, kind of line it up with that and swing it over. That looks pretty good, I'd say, right about there. Yeah. And then maybe a couple more. Yeah, we'll get two more and put them, like, right in that area there. So all the spotlights. And then I think we're good as I spend extra money on delivery charges because I'm not ordering in proper amounts. So, all right, one more spotlight. We'll put it, or two more spotlights, and we'll put them right about there. And then one more, and we will put it right about here. So, yeah, that should work. I'm feeling good about that. So there we go. That is the next upgrade taken care of. So we still have our sundries over here on this shelf by themselves. We still got our catch-all shelf of bread and milk six packs and all that. We've kind of moved the coffee and tea over by all of the other drinks. Everything else, I kind of like the flow of it a little bit. It's kind of working for me. And Fred, what are you thinking? Are you excited about the new storage? What are your thoughts on it? You don't seem like you're really all that interested in it. How about you, Frank? What do you think? You also seem rather ambivalent to the new storage. So we will have to give it a try once we have some more money. Because right now we got to make sure that we have enough money to actually buy products. So that's important. So yeah, once we have enough money to get some products, we will get the next couple levels of storage. Man, I need to move that spotlight. That is bothering me. So we're gonna move that spotlight and we're gonna put it. Oh, where can we put this one? We'll put it right there because even though it's still weird, yeah, we just got some weird spotlight setups. We'll eventually address all that. But yeah, I think we're in good shape. It's the kind of the way I like it for now. We'll get the storage as soon as we have enough money to do it, and that will be it for the latest. Oh yeah, we can actually take a look at our storage. So this is what we have. So we don't have much, but that will expand because one way expands that way, one way expands that way, and that's when we have our three levels of storage. So at least we have some for now, and we'll start maybe using it once we actually have the three levels open. So that is the latest in the supermarket called Supermarket. And that will take care of this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it even more if you'd consider to give the channel a subscribe. But that is all for now. Thank you, as always, for being a part of my silliness. I am Rusty Champagne, and until next time, we will see you later.